And here I am at METALGODS Day 2 with Divine Solace. How are you?
Not bad, not bad.
Good, good.
Getting a nice tan.
Yes, yes. Off the lights as well as outside.
Yeah.
So, how's things been today?
Pretty good. Long drive, short set, but yeah, we had fun.
Oh, good. Well, I did catch the set.
Yeah.
I do like the band and I play and stuff at home. So I was very lucky to catch you here today. And so, after METALGODS here today, where are you off to next?
I think the next gig's in June in Northampton, yeah. Promoter called Crow Road, just up and coming guys. They seem to be doing quite good for the heavy rock and metal scene.
Yeah.
So good stuff.
Excellent. And recording-wise, what are you up to?
It's a never-ending tapestry of failure and sort of strife. But I'm on the case. We're just recording the first album now, and
Right.
we've had a few technical issues, but we're getting them.
Right.
We're getting there.
And have you a name for it yet, or?
No, that's one of the technical issues.
So what's it? Throw names in a hat and decide, or see how you feel towards it?
Probably work on something.
If
Yeah.
it's anything like the EP, we'll get everything else finished at 3 in the morning, and we'll go, shall we just call it this?
Yeah.
That's what we did last time. So that
Yeah.
worked.
Random name generator on the internet.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay. So, with your new, when it comes out, how will people be able to get hold of it?
Well, hopefully get it on the kind of the online, online methods such as iTunes, Amazon, all that stuff. Hard copies available as well to sell at gigs, and that's kind of it, really, isn't it? Nowadays, people tend to download a lot more than they buy. So
yeah, you'll probably be able to download from the Facebook and stuff like that as well.
yeah, because you can do that now. You can
And I'm
try
sure someone will rip a CD. It'll be on BitTorrent or something like that.
Yeah.
I'll have to do a Lars Ulrich and get on them.
Yeah.
And you also now have the choice of vinyl again, and now tape, I understand. They're bringing tape back.
Hey,
Possibly.
interesting.
Probably stick to the tried and tested CD and kind of, digital download. For now, anyway.
Yeah, I mean, you could always have a limited edition at some stage on vinyl.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was going to say the vinyl would be.
it's a completely
quite,
different mastering process as well.
yeah.
So
I think quite interesting.
yeah, that's a buy vinyl player.
So tape's not quite made, hit it with you then?
No, I mean, I don't even know the capacity of tapes. I mean, would they hold like 90 minutes?
We're not really a Gary Newman type act to go on the set, so
Fair enough.
Yeah.
And are you thinking of releasing any singles off this?
Probably have a taster track available closer to the time when we got more stuff kind of finished. But generally, we try and stick to albums.
Right.
I think we're re-releasing an EP soon. Re-releasing our EP just to have. We ran out of hard copies at a gig a little while ago.
Right. And maybe any videos to go with it?
Yeah, that's one of the things from the album. Yeah,
we would love to be able to get a video together. It's just all the EP's got to be done, the album's got to be done, and then it's like in the distance we will get.
And in the future, I mean, when you do this video, what sort of style do you think you'd like to do it?
It's
What would
difficult.
suit you?
It's difficult for music videos because I mean all the songs are at least kind of 5, 6, 7 minutes long. I've never seen a band that does a 7-minute music video. It's always cut down, and then you cut it down, and the song isn't itself anymore. But I suppose like a live recording would probably be the best way to do it.
Yeah.
I'd suggest.
A bit atmospheric, maybe?
Yeah,
Black
yeah.
and white, or bits of...
In places, yeah. Like it's a tried and tested method.
Yeah. Okay. We always ask bands a fantasy question. 2 years ago at Sonsfield was the Big Four on stage. If you could have 3 other bands with you, you're now headlining, you're one of the Big Four, who would you have on stage with you? Which song would you do? It could be any song, or it could be one of your songs, and where would it be?
I think we'd be here for another hour. Yeah, wouldn't we?
I think on this one, none of us could agree on that.
We'll do it individually then. Who would
Okay.
do that individually?
We'll start with you then.
Well, who would like to play with? Or
Who
3
would
other
you
bands,
on
song,
stage with you.
on
location.
stage with me? I'd like to play with Sugar, that'd be pretty awesome. And probably, I don't know, not really think about it. But the Faceless, because they're like, the drummer's just fantastic, and I'd love to play some of their stuff, it's unbelievable. And probably Niall, I guess, just because it's fantastic. Just brilliant music, so.
And any song?
Like just anything really, anything fast and that
But
makes
of
you.
your own, maybe?
Possibly. I don't know if anyone would fit really. I don't know if they'd want to play them, to be fair.
Have to play a medley or something.
Yeah. Oh, that could work, yeah.
And which venue?
Which venue? I'm not really sure. I mean, I don't know, this venue is actually quite high up on like the list that we've played, I think. But Camden Underworld is probably the best venue we've played, so probably there because it's tiny and it's in the best place in Camden as well. So definitely there.
Let's go next.
I'll go. Difficult for me because I would love to play with like a full orchestra.
Yeah, that's fine.
But that's not a band, so I don't know if they count.
Well, we'll add them. It's your fantasy. You can have them on there.
Okay, because there's so many. Does that count as all three? Or?
You have the orchestra in the background.
Yeah. String section, brass section.
There's so many people, you've got to divide it.
Yeah, because there's a lot of orchestrations that I haven't got around to kind of doing yet. But essentially, it'd be cool to hear it with an orchestra rather than just like backing tracks or whatever. So the song, it'd be interesting to hear Beyond the Stars in that kind of way. And I don't know. I guess either the Underworld or Roadmender was quite cool. Yeah.
For me, obviously Dream Theater, favourite band and all. Then you got Rush, definitely Rush, and the third one, probably Opeth. Yeah, definitely Opeth. Song-wise, probably say Dance of Eternity by Dream Theater. And venue, the Wall, Abbott Hall, of course.
Thinking big.
Yeah.
Yes.
For me, I suppose I'd love to play with Protest the Hero. They're just ridiculous. I mean, I'd look rubbish after they played, but I'd love to do it. And August Burns Red again. I've seen them live a couple of times. They were brilliant. I'd love to be able to have the opportunity to play with them. And I'd probably go with the Sugar as well. Okay. Just to see Bleed. That's all I need to see.
If they can do it live, that is.
Yeah.
How about they're performing with you live, so they'll be able to do it live. Yeah. This is a fantasy.
Can you do it?
Not quite.
You can play the first note at least.
Then I'd love to play. For me, I'd love to play main stage at Download. Always go to Download. I'd love to go to the main stage there. And song, so many songs I'd love to play by all sorts of bands. Just a medley of all my favourites, I think.
It's a long song.
Well, I think about this one. They'll probably be Opeth again, because they do sound good live. Lamb of God and Cradle of Filth. Again, like Ben said, with the orchestra behind it, because it would sound epic. And obviously Download as well, because that's one of the greatest places in the world, I think.
Sounds like the best gig
And
ever.
song?
I'd have to hear Beyond the Stars live.
Yeah, that'd be wicked.
At that sort of place, with an orchestra behind you, it would sound
Definitely.
pretty amazing.
Excellent. And on about songs, if you could take any cheesy 70s or 80s pop song and make it your own style, what would you have?
It's got to be Chesney Hawks. I'm sorry. These four will kill me. It's got to be Chesney Hawks. It'd be hilarious. It'd be brilliant. Just because of how cheesy and bad it is, it'd be hilarious to do.
I'm not very familiar with that kind of time zone of, you know.
Such a liar.
That fine, I am honestly not familiar with that sort of time zone of music, so I wouldn't be able to say. I guess I just have to. 90s.
Cheesy 90s? Any cheesy song then?
I don't know.
I was literally about to say something.
When did Craig David come about? Yeah.
Seriously?
I'm only saying that because I get infinite, you know, fire for liking Craig David many years ago. So I guess I would have to try and butcher one of his already rather butchered songs.
I probably want to do War Pigs by Black Sabbath, just because it's so funky. And I could just see so much more stuff doing with it. But it's just, I just love the groove of that song, and it's so fun to play. But that would definitely be probably one of the songs from older songs anyway. I don't know what. I think it's from the 80s actually.
70s, 80s. Anything cheesy.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
That's cheesy. Oh, I've always heard that song ever since I was little. So to me, that's sort of generic cheesy music.
I'll say the Boys Back in Town. That's a good enough one for me.
I'm going to be cheesy and just go with Teen Spirit by Nirvana.
Yeah.
Brilliant. So we're nearly halfway through the year. We haven't had any summer yet, so it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
What are the plans for the rest of the year for you, besides getting the album out and everything else? What do you want to see for the rest of the year for you guys?
More gigs following this rather kind of dry spell because of the festivals the festival season. Everyone's playing at festivals, everyone's at festivals.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of a dry spell, but generally get more gigs, get the name out there, get some more exposure, and write new songs as well. So we can play something new, at some point maybe in the next.
We get a lot more
10 years.
merchandise as well. With that, we're getting
Yeah.
a banner and like t-shirt designs,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Better
Stickers,
stage show as well.
Stuff like that, yeah.
Yeah. So there's things in the pipeline for you anyway.
Yeah, quite a lot.
Yeah.
Just takes time.
Everything's always not quite finished with us anyway. So even
Yeah.
when we think it's better, it's not finished, it's not right. We'll always change it and improve it. So.
As is the way.
And one last question, bit of a fun question. Marmite, love it or hate it?
Love it.
I think you're gross.
My question.
So that was love it.
You can't really.
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
Oh,
I am genuinely ambivalent about my
You're an idiot.
And a non-like at the end. All right.
not for me.
Okay, well thank you very much guys
Been a pleasure.
Thanks for having us.
giving us your time, and it's great. I'll look forward to when it comes out.
Thank you.
We'll give it a play, definitely. Alright, thank you very much.
so much.
Alright,
Cheers.
cheers. Thanks for your time guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. It's on reach. Cheers.